I want to know it because I'm pumped. We've gone long enough, and this is the kind of thing our nation needs. How about our draft? You know, I've never done a combined NFL, MLB draft before, and I've looked at the league rules, and it's baseball this season, football this season. The scoring is laid out, the positions are laid out, and we draft. There are 14 teams, and I'm pick number 5 in round 1. And so my goal was to get 3 quarterbacks in the first 5 rounds. And I did. I got 3 quarterbacks in the first 5 rounds. And who did I pick? With my first pick in the draft, at number 5, I got, in my opinion, the best quarterback, Pat Mahomes. With the scoring system we have, I love Pat Mahomes. I think he's the number 1 quarterback. I lucked out, if you want to call it that, but I nabbed him with the number 5 overall pick. In the 4th round, and this is what I don't get, nobody was drafting quarterbacks. And there aren't that many. There are a lot of pitchers in Major League Baseball. There are a lot of outfielders in Major League Baseball. There are a lot of wide receivers in the NFL. Every team has 3 wide receivers. Every team has at least 2 running backs. But every team only has 1 quarterback. And some of them aren't that good. So with my 4th pick in the draft last night, I was able to nab, and I think he's going to have a comeback year, Aaron Rodgers. You know, Aaron Rodgers, he's really good to start with, okay? He's really good. He's got his number 1 wide receiver weapon coming back off of an injury. And did I add, that's Devontae Adams, by the way. Adams is back healthy. Rodgers and Adams have great chemistry. And Rodgers is ticked off because the Packers drafted a quarterback with their first overall pick. He's got this huge chip on his shoulder. And look out for Aaron Rodgers in 2020. And you might say his age. Look, I've got 2 quarterbacks a lot older than Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady and Drew Brees. And they're both still putting up good numbers. Rodgers, in my opinion, is better or as good as either of them. And then with my 5th pick in the draft, I get Ryan Tannehill. And I think Tannehill had a breakout year for the Titans. I think he's a great pick. And I got my 3 quarterbacks. And I made it that all 3 have different bye weeks. So I've got 2 quarterbacks playing every week no matter what. Of course, Mahomes is going to be my starter no matter what. But in a bye week, I now have Aaron Rodgers and Ryan Tannehill to play. And I didn't count this morning, but when I went to bed last night, I think 18 quarterbacks had been taken. And this morning, Kevin Hastings at the turn 5 to 6 round picked 2 more, Goff and Cousins. So my count, I may be off 1, but there are 20 quarterbacks gone through round 5, basically. Kevin got a quarterback, Kirk Cousins, with the first pick in round 6. Phillip Rivers went to Taco with the 2nd pick in round 6. So we're at 21 quarterbacks gone. And I look at teams 1 through 4, and they only have 1 quarterback on their team. And it's a 2 QB league. So when we roll back around, I really wonder if the first 4 teams who picked in the draft will even have a quarterback to choose from. And then you got bye weeks. Look, quarterbacks put up the most points. And this fantasy is about points. I'm just surprised that the quarterback position was not picked more heavily early by teams. And it wasn't. And now they're gone. And if you've got 2 quarterbacks in this league, kudos to you. If you've got 3, Kevin Hastings and Arnie Jones, way to go, man. Way to go picking up 3 quarterbacks. And I haven't checked bye weeks for Russell Wilson, Jared Goff, and Kirk Cousins, but assuming they have different bye weeks, then Kevin Hastings is in the same situation that I'm in. Now, the 2 other players I drafted, I tried to make sure there aren't that many elite running backs. I think Josh Jacobs for the Raiders will be. So I have 1 elite running back. And tight end, shallow position. And I get Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs to pair with Pat Mahomes. Love that pick. I love my draft so far. There are tons of baseball players out there. I'll get some of those. Now, some of the good ones, the best ones are gone. That's true. But with this 60-game baseball season, I'm really concerned about the impact of baseball. I think football will have more impact. I'm just telling you. So it looks to me like Kevin Hastings has all different bye weeks too. Great strategy. We'll see how the rest of the draft goes. We did a good job last night, everyone, I will say, because the draft it's a slow draft, but we went like through 4 rounds in one evening. So kudos to the league for the way the draft was handled. And we'll see how it goes the rest of the day. At least we know now we're going to have a season and we've got something to look forward to, right? Here you go. Looking in the chat room, Andrea says maybe they sell only 5,000 tickets per game. Hey, 5,000 beats 0. And I know you're talking about a huge stadium where 5,000 people will look like nobody showed. I get it. But those 5,000 and the scarcity and the demand, supply and demand is a great thing in the United States of America. I still think we're going to sell tickets. I don't know how soon, but I think it will be phenomenal when they're sold. You know, for example, if I don't live in a city where there's Major League Baseball. I have to travel. And probably the closest ride I have, Jack Youngblood, is Baltimore. I'm about 5 hours away, 6 hours away maybe. I can take a train, I can drive. Washington, about the same distance. I'm about 7 hours from Atlanta. If I go further than that, I've got to go to Cincinnati's about 11 hours away. Just to give you an example where I'm geographically located. But I'll drive to Atlanta. I'll go to Washington. I'll go to Baltimore to watch a game. I will. Now, will I take hand sanitizer? Yes. Will I take a mask? Yes. Will I take precautions? Yes. I sell real estate. I've been out working since COVID hit in March. I've kept my distance. I've not shook hands. I've been careful. I've used common sense. And I've not gotten infected. I've worked a lot from home. So, we'll see. But I just think they're going to sell some tickets. And it's not that the stadiums will look full, it's that the fans will be engaged. It's about PR, public relations 1. Engage your fan base. Allow your fan base to grow. And who knows, there may be people out there who otherwise may not have gone to a baseball game this year who may now go. And it's time to get creative with the game. I think the DH rule this year in the National League is a great idea. I think having a DH in the National League will add interest. It will score more runs. And let's face it, some of us, baseball purists, we love a 1-0 game. But for the casual fan, they're going to take 9-8 every time. I'm just saying. Casual fan does not want to sit there and watch a 1-0 game. They want to watch a 9-8, an 11-10. That's what they want. And with the DH, they will have the opportunity to see more runs scored, more often, more interest, more fans, and it could be the renaissance of Major League Baseball in 2020. That's my hope. We'll see how it goes. I want to thank you guys for being here today. I'm going to be back on tonight. I know tonight also Phil Chaplin will be on. Chappie and I are going to do a show together. We're going to talk about the National League designated hitter. I want you to be tuned in for that. Chappie's talking pitching. It's great to be with you, and it's great to have the promise of a Major League season. Everybody have a great day. I'll be talking to you soon. here on LennyMilnickFantasySports.com.